I'm a big fan of music, and music helps me be productive, it helps me feel good, and it helps me even dissociate from reality every now and then. Like when I'm cycling to work, also either music or a podcast. But when I cycle to work, I love to just listen to YouTube videos, music, podcasts, whatever, to keep my mind off from the fact that I have to cycle for a bunch. I noticed that the more I started doing this, the more I started taking this habit to other places. A place where I visit very regularly is the gym, but this also goes for school when I have to do studying and things like that. But in general also, when I go for walks at night, a lot of times I'll be going around, wait, maybe I actually have it somewhere here. Okay, so imagine I got my headphones, and I'm just listening to music, and it doesn't matter to me what I look like or what I come across as, because I'm enjoying the music. Like, I do not have to do anything with the people around me. So this is me on the bike. You'd look at me, you think, man, this guy hates his life. I don't, I'm just chilling. I'm enjoying it. Now, this is when I started thinking, especially more recently, I started thinking, what are some common stressors I can remove from my life? You know, I've been feeling more stressed. I've been feeling less connected to other people. And I think one of the things that could help me relax more and feel more secure, safe, happy, all those good feelings is a sense of community and connectedness to other people. And this is more important than I understood it to be first. I really realized that connection to other people is so vital and so important. And so this video is my recommendation and suggestion to you to go offline sometimes. And not only to go offline, but also to just smile more. Smiling really helps you feel good. And the combination of this two is going to open up a lot of interaction with other people. You can be more social. And for me, at least, this has given me a lot of, I don't know what other term to call it than life energy. It sounds kind of spiritual. I really don't mean it in that way. I guess just happiness, just general, like, oh, I'm connected to these people. They're talking to me, I'm talking to them. So let me give you an example. Like I've been going to the gym for quite a while now, and recently more consistently as well. And I go there pretty much every single day. So imagine I see the regulars a lot. I see loads of people anyway in the gym. I barely know any of them, or at least I barely knew any of them. Every time I would go to the gym, I got my water, I got my towel, and I got my headphones on. And I'm just sitting there, going through the motions of my gym sessions, actually enjoying it because music is great to listen to. And it's also like an extra motivator to do your sets because you're grooving to the music. I personally love drum and bass. I love dubstep. It energizes me. This was my routine. And then I started realizing, and I started looking around me sometimes, like, okay, there's a few things happening because of this routine of listening to music. The first one is that I have all these assumptions about the people around me that I have no idea if they're true or not. For example, I would just look around and be like, okay, I should not look at people because whenever I'm looking at someone else, they're probably gonna think I'm bothering them, which is not my intention at all. I would really like shy away from not like I'm trying to bother people, but really like just talking to them, asking like, hey, you got any more left before I can take the machine, something like that. So that's the first thing I started noticing. All my assumptions started to grow more negative because there was no like feedback or contact with other people. And the second thing is a lot of the regulars that would go to that gym would start knowing each other and start talking to each other and start like vibing together. And I thought, I've been going here for years and I barely know any of the regulars. So recently I started doing this thing where I would go, okay, I'll go to the gym. And for the first, let's say just exercise. For the first exercise, I'll take off my headphones. I'll just be there, you know? And I'm not like actively trying to make small talk with people. Look, I get it. It's a gym. You're just trying to do your thing. I don't want to distract anyone. But I did notice that some people actually would come up to me. Like recently there was this incredibly sweet girl and she was like, hey man, how's your reps going? How's your sets going? And then she had this belt where you can deadlift. When you're deadlifting, you have a belt for stability. And she actually borrowed me her belt. Like, hey, you want to try this out? And maybe it helps you. And just I've had more interactions like that. There was this one guy like in front of me. He was like, hey, how's your workout doing? And he gave me some tips and we talked a little bit. I reconnected with some people that I know go to the gym regularly that I see a lot. And the fucking coolest thing ever happened. It's like one of them just started talking to me and was like, hey, we're actually gonna get this weightlifting club together. Do you want to join us? We're gonna have drinks on Wednesday. We'll throw you in a group chat. And I was like, hell yeah, that sounds great. Let's do it. And so just this simple habit of starting my workouts without my headphones. And then later, of course, I put them on because I love music. I want to do my workout with music. But just to give myself some opportunity to just be there in that community and to just really take it all in and enjoy my time with the people there has been so wholesome and so good. And there's a bunch of other examples of this as well. When I took my headphones off of my night walk, and I just walked around like I am right now without headphones, I don't know, I was crossing the street and a man started hopping on his bike and he had to like go around me and he just made like a funny little remark like, oh, hey man, I almost missed you there, but it was like a wholesome thing. He laughed and I was laughing as well. And then for like another minute of that walk, I was noticing like, I'm actually laughing at this so much. Like it's when I'm listening to a podcast, I laugh every now and then, like a grin. But that was like a genuinely big, like, man, that was great. And it also happened when I was cycling, and I was like, I'll put off the headphones for a bit. And there was this a road worker, and they're doing construction around that area. So there's people that hold you like that, like, okay, don't cross the road yet. And then they go to the vehicles like, okay, come over. And then they let you go on. So I don't know what the word for that is. Probably like a traffic handler or something. My English is not good enough for that. But anyway, I just said to the guy like, hey, you got great weather, huh? And he was like, yeah, yesterday it was raining and yesterday it was shit, but today is a great day, man. I'm enjoying it. I was like, good. And it was wholesome. It was nice. Just a bit of interaction. And I don't know, I feel like such a internet addicted, in my own bubble being person to just give you this advice of like, hey, sometimes turn off your internet and just interact with people normally. But I think that this is the single greatest antidote to all the bull crap that we read online and that we get online. Like when I open Reddit, for example, the amount of bullshit advice you read as a guy about dating is overwhelming. And your expectations about dating can be so negative and so distorted. And then when I look at my own dating life, it's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. When I go to Instagram, I get all these posts of people like, oh, born too early to explore space, born too late to explore the world or something like that. And they're all depressed and the housing prices are rising and everything's too expensive. But then when I'm not looking at Instagram, just walking through the supermarket, I can buy things just fine. Like, it's not everything is that expensive. And, you know, it's just like your focus online is so much more negative because it's so easy for people to complain because they're anonymous. But when you're walking out there, like in the real world, you're interacting with what's in front of you. And the things that are in front of you in the real world are not necessarily these abstract, complex problems. It's often just something like someone saying hi, or the sun, or grass. You know, this sounds really stupid, all this, I think, the way I'm phrasing it. But I think there's some genuine truth to this. So, I don't know, to finish this video up, just once again, my recommendation. If you feel overwhelmed, if you feel stressed, if you feel like it's all becoming a bit too much, it's too much to handle. I've definitely had these feelings before in smaller bursts, especially when I go to bed at night. And I noticed that a lot of the things I do before I go to bed have to do with technology. It's like scrolling. They call it doom scrolling these days, where you just scroll apps. It's listening to podcasts. It's video games. It's all these technologically intense, attention-draining things. You can just turn the devices off every now and then. Just read a book, take a walk, or engage with the community or the activity you're in. Yeah, I really recommend it, and I hope this advice helps for you guys. So, yeah. Thank you for watching. Hope you liked this video. If you did, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace!